Happy Sunday, fellow YouTubers. I'm going to do a quick little update video just with some random stuff, a couple projects I've done, update on the Oase Swim Skim, and a little troubleshooting I did on that, and a quick little update of the pH crisis I've been battling. So stand by for the rest of the video. Got this little project done. Made me a little organizer. You've seen probably a few different people do that. Just holds everything into one place. Got everything labeled nicely. Here's my test tube dry off tree, I guess you'd call it. Test tubes hang on there. Caps hang on there. Allows them to dry out after you clean them up. I was just bored. I wanted to do a project, so there it is. Well guys, as you've seen, got a couple little projects done. What I want to talk about right this minute is the troubles I was having with my Oase Swim Skim. And I'm going to try to use the owner's manual for some pictures, so it's easy to kind of follow along with what I'm explaining. So now when the Swim Skim is working, it's supposed to set about that level, as you see in that picture right there. Barely just sticks up over the top. Well, what was happening, it varied, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I'd come out and it would be floating. And it was floating at about this level right there. All right. All that above those two arrows would be sticking up out of the water. At first I started thinking, okay, the filter is just getting clogged up. Every time I cleaned the filter, it really wasn't that dirty. Started thinking, maybe the fish are playing with it. Who knew? I have no idea. Finally, I looked at how this thing was put together. And if you'll notice, it's got a aeration feature built in, and all it really is a bypass valve that has the air hose that tees into the water outlet, like a Varenti, what the heck are those valves called? But yeah, just like that. So the outlet is that little L piece, and that hose you see is going all the way to the top to one of those floats. And as you'll see, there's a little hole there. Well, there's 3 holes, but only one of them actually has the air tube hooked up to it. So as that water's pumping out, it's drawing air in. Well, if you look at the design of this, at the very bottom, the outlet is adjustable. That little guy right there. You can turn that 360 degrees, whichever way you want to point it. And there's a lot of holes in the bottom of this. So as that's drawing air, it's pushing out water and bubbles. Well, some of those bubbles get into those holes in and around that adjustable outlet. This is what I think, because it's hard to tell what it does, because when it's floating, it's already too late. These 2 pieces right here, if you'll notice, clip together. The housing for the pump. Well, if those bubbles are getting in that housing, it's creating a bigger bubble inside of it. So eventually it's going to pull it up where it's not able to draw water in anymore. And then when it stops drawing water in, the water pump takes all the water out and it bobs up. So what I did is those 3 little outlets I was telling you about on the top of the floaters there, only one of them is drawing air. So I took a piece of foam and I put it in that hole to prevent it from drawing air. Lo and behold, since I have done that, it hasn't floated, not one time. So I think that's the problem. It's a design issue. Obviously, with all the holes in the bottom of it, all those air bubbles get up inside of it, and that's what's pushing it up out of the water. Makes no sense. So if you have an Oase Swim Skim and you have a problem with it coming up and floating, of the 3 holes, one of them's blue, the other 2 are black. The blue one is the one that's drawing the air. Take a little piece of foam from a piece of insulation, whatever, stick it in that hole. Cut down the draw or eliminate it altogether, and it will fix the problem. So I was pretty happy I got that figured out. Excuse me, guys. So pH update on the pond. As you all know, watching the other videos, I was fighting the 9.2 mark the last few days. It hasn't gotten above 8.7, so that means we are definitely getting somewhere. So that's a good thing. Fish in the tanks are doing just fine. We did get the project done that I had to help my buddy with yesterday. We put in a walk-in door in his garage. So yeah, like I said, everything's going pretty good. The next video I'm going to do is going to be part 3 of Koi Chat. We're just going to go a little more into detail about things to look for, things to, you know, pay attention to. So for this video, guys, that's all I got. And as always, keep on investing, keep on improving, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next video. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.